lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so you don't miss any future uploads from me, as I will be uploading every single Sunday. And first of all, I do want to thank everybody who has liked and subscribed or even watched my previous video, as it does mean the absolute world to me, and the love and support that I have got from everybody you know, about following my dream to do YouTube. It really does mean so much to me, and I appreciate it a lot. Now, I do want to just excuse if I can't really talk properly in this video, just as at the minute I'm not having the best of times. At the minute I am on a lot of painkillers to basically try and numb the pain in my mouth. I currently have some, I don't know what it is, I think maybe it's my wisdom teeth coming through, or I have some sort of an infection or something for the last 2 days. It's been an absolute nightmare, still waiting on the dentist, you know, that just has been a nightmare during, I suppose, COVID to try and actually see, but hopefully we'll get there soon. So I do apologise if I can't exactly talk properly, or if I do say some things a little bit weirdly, as it currently my mouth is quite swollen, so yeah. Today I'm going to do a Revolution Beauty makeup test or review. I will pop the price to everything somewhere on the screen here below, so that you guys can also check it out if you want to get any of the items that I do test. What we're going to start with today is obviously the primer. Now, the primer that I got was this Hydrate and Prime primer. It is just this one here. There we go. Now, I do want to say, I'm not a makeup artist in any way. I'm not in any way. I'm literally just someone who likes to do it for fun, who likes to do it as a sort of hobby, I suppose. So this is just my own personal opinions on these products, not gospel, you know, at all. And I'm not good at makeup. At least I don't think I'm very good, so don't expect anything wild from me. There we go. I really stab myself with the scissors. I'm here trying to use tweezers. You know, I'll just leave that bit. That bit can stay, so long as I can get it open. It's okay. Because I do tend to have quite dry skin. I do have sort of oily patches. For the most part, it's dry. So I need something that's going to sort of give a little bit of life to my face. So off with the glasses, and now I'm blind. I'm gonna have to sort of come fairly close into my mirror to see what I'm doing, because otherwise I can't see. Oh, it's very watery. It is very watery. Oh, might have used a bit much. This might be a kind of a product or a primer that a little bit goes a long way. So I feel like my face is very sort of soaked with this. I suppose it is sort of sticky. I don't know if you can see that, but my cheeks kind of wiggle when I take it back off, which isn't too bad. It's nothing extremely sticky to the point where I can't stand it. You know, I can see, obviously it gives a little bit more of a glow to my face, which I'm not mad at. And for those of you who are actually wondering as well, I have got my wig on already, and I have got my brows done. Now, brow product is the one thing I won't be testing, and that is only because I have a hair loss condition, so I don't have any brows. So for those of you who are watching who also do have hair loss, let me just see, these or what I use for my eyebrows. So they're basically just like a tattoo brow. You just cut out the sort of stencil and then pop it onto where you want the brow, and then I usually just pop like a wet sort of not soaked towel, but like a damp towel on top of that for about 60 seconds, and then you just peel it right off, and out comes the brows. And they actually do look fairly realistic for what they are, and I think you get a pack of 2, and I think you get about 20 pairs of brows in the pack. I think they're not expensive. I think they're maybe about £6 or £7, which isn't bad at all, if you're wanting something that's quick and easy and actually looks quite realistic. I will link them down below for anyone who is wondering where to get them. They're just from Amazon, really easy. So yeah, that is why I won't be testing any brow products, just because I don't have anything really to test them on. My store didn't have the widest range of Revolution sort of makeup, to be honest, so I wasn't too impressed, but I picked up what I could. The thing that I usually start with is my eyeshadow. It probably won't go the way that I want it to, but we'll see. For the concealer that I use to conceal my eyes before my eyeshadow is this Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour. So it's just this little bottle here. This is probably going to take up half of my time trying to open things. There we go. Oh, is there 2 layers? There's 2 layers. Oh, finally. It had 2 layers. I got shade C5. Now, as I was saying, because we have COVID and everything around at the minute, you can't just test for your shade in store. So in terms of shades of like the foundation and the concealer, this might go horribly wrong, but we'll see. I love the concealers that have this little, what would you call, like little brush, a little applicator. Just gonna pop a little bit on there, and I'm also going to use it to go under my brows. So I'm just going to dab this into the little brush, the little applicator, and then just lightly go under where that brow is. Now time to get on with the eyeshadow. So today I am going to be using the Revolution, what is this called? It's the Forever Flawless palette in Allure. The shades look absolutely beautiful. And I actually got this as a Christmas present from my boyfriend's sister. Thank you, Elizabeth. And I haven't had a chance to use it yet, so I'm glad that I actually get to test it out in this video. What I'm going to attempt to do is actually some sort of a cut crease look. Now this might go absolutely horribly wrong, and if it does, you guys probably won't see it. I'll probably just start over again, to be honest. I'm going to take the shade Hedonism. I think that's how you call it. I think that's how you call it. I think that's how you say it. hedonism, just to sort of help hopefully brighten up my lid a little bit. There we go. I literally have to look so close at the palette to see what shade's what, just because of the fact that, as I say, without my glasses on, I'm literally blind. I'm going to go into the shade Sweethearts with the same brush and sort of tap that off a bit. I'm just going to take this just along my crease area. Oh, that is so nice. And I'm just taking it obviously a little bit higher than my crease, just because I will be putting some darker shades sort of lower, so I want this lighter pink to show through just at the top. Hopefully this works out. So next I'm going to take the shade Suave or Suave. Don't quite know how you would pronounce it, but it is a beautiful sort of a plummy colour, and I'm literally just going to pack that, or try and pack that into that crease. I'm trying not to sort of bring it up too far. At this stage, it does look like quite a mess. It does look like I'm on my way to give myself a black eye. Trust the process. Always got to trust the process. I am then going to take the shade Nymph. It is quite a dark purple, like that dark plum colour. I just want to try and pack that right in that sort of corner. And I look like I'm on my way to having a bruised eye, but it'll work out, I hope. So then I'm going to go back into that first shade, Sweetheart, just try and blend the sort of harsher lines at the top out a little bit. Oh, I feel like that dark colour, once I've gone back in with that Sweetheart shade, it's just kind of disappeared. It's just gone. I feel like the shades have all just kind of blended into one, and you can't really tell the difference between any of them. At least that's what it looks like on here. It'll work out. Now I'm going to try and do the tricky part. Oh, I see. That's why it, okay. I used the wrong brush, and that is probably why they all have now looked like they're blended into one. Oh, but I don't want to go too crazy. I've not really done this much before, so this could go very wrong. Okay, let's try. Can't talk while doing this. Concentration is key, especially if you're blind. Okay, not the worst. I do kind of feel like I maybe brought this a little bit too high. And maybe this, the eyeshadow in here, is a little bit too much on my nose. But we'll try and clean it up. The next thing that I'm going to do is take that read the Head Noism shade and just pop that over where I have concealed, just to brighten it up a tiny bit. And then, oh, I don't know what glittery shade to use. There are so many beautiful ones in here. Do I go gold? Yeah, I'm gonna go gold. It's not really doing much with the brush. Let's see if I can use my finger and if that does it any better. Not the easiest of things to do with nails. Let's see if I sort of wet my brush with a bit of setting spray and then go into it. Does that do any better? I think that's actually done it a little bit better, but it's still not the best. Like, it's not really showing. You shouldn't really have to do that much work to get a shade to show up. That's a bit better. At least it's there, you can see it. You definitely have to build it. You definitely have to, you know, do a lot more sort of work to actually get it to show up. Try and blend this here because we don't want a harsh line. There we are. Okay, so I am just going to go off camera and do the other eye, and I'll be back with you guys in just a second. Okay guys, so I'm back and the other eye is done. It is looking quite wild at the minute, I know that. And I think that I probably did go a little bit too high, maybe a bit too dark on the edges. I did try and neaten the sort of sides up as much as I could, but hopefully some eyeliner and some false lashes is going to make this look better. The eyeliner that I picked up was this Super Flick eyeliner. It's a felt tip liner for an ultra black flick. So it is just this little tube here. It is quite small actually. It does look like it'll be quite easy to use. Oh god, really emptied the pot. It does look quite a thin tip. We'll see how easy it is to use. I am not the best at all at using eyeliner, or doing a wing, even at that. But fingers crossed this actually goes well. Now, because I don't actually have any eyelashes due to my hair loss condition, I do tend to bring it along the sort of waterline in the inside there as well, just to sort of hide the fact that I don't have any. So I'm just going to do that just quickly and see how easy it is to use that, because sometimes when these are a little bit too flimsy, it can flick in my eye, so this might not go too well. Oh no, I know, I can already feel it's like sort of flicking back on itself because it's getting stuck. The line is sort of flicked back because it got stuck. And it kind of dripped a little. So far I can't really say I'm a fan. Oh, no. I'm not a fan of this. It's actually quite difficult to use. It keeps getting caught. It's not working with me. The thumbs down to this. Don't like this at all. I probably won't be using it again. Okay. Not a fan of this at all. This eye's turned out, I suppose, a little bit better than this one. But it seems as if it dries down. It seems as if this dries down very quick. And basically what's happening is it's catching sort of on itself. And then when you actually get to pull it back, it just, the entire thing just flicks. And sort of, I noticed it kept sort of taking its own layer off, like its own product off. And I had to go over that spot a little bit on this eye. And then when I sort of did my sort of waterline on the top and here, it transferred up into here, which isn't good. So then I had to sort of draw the line here a little bit higher than I usually would. As you can see, I didn't really draw it that high on this eye. Not too good. So I'm just gonna go away and pop on some false lashes. Hopefully it will make this mess look better. Okay guys, so lashes are on. I think they do make the sort of look a little bit better. It doesn't look quite as bad with some lashes on. If you do want to know where these lashes are from, I will link it down below, as they are actually from a subscription box that I get. I think these ones are called Catherine. So I will link the place down below if you are interested in these lashes, as they are probably my favourite lashes at the minute. I really do like the eyeshadows. I love the colours in them. The glitters were a little bit more hard to use, but buildable. So if you like a glitter that's buildable, you'll absolutely love this palette. If you like something that shows up straight away, probably not going to be for you. But I don't mind it. I'm not angry at it. I'm not mad at it. I will use it again. And something I forgot to mention, no fallout, or little to no fallout at least. So even if you're the kind of person who likes to do their foundation first, that's a palette for you. Next, and this is what's going to be the sort of telling the telling part of whether or not that this primer actually works or is actually any good. So I'm just wetting my beauty blender. That is the word. God, I can't talk today. So today I'm going to be trying out the Revolution Conceal and Glow Foundation, medium to full coverage. It has vitamin C and lotus flower extracts. Snip, snip. This is usually the point where I will call Christian to come and help me. But I'm a big girl. I can do it myself. Oh! It's a pump. I've tried their other foundation, and it's got the same applicator as the concealer does, so I'm actually quite surprised by this, that it's a pump. I got the shade F12.5 because I am currently wearing fake tan. This might go terribly wrong. This might be far too dark. Oh, there we go. This actually might be okay. Okay, so. thinking. Let's just blend it first. Oh god. It's okay. It's okay. It's very orange. I am going to be looking very orange. It's alright. We can fix this. It'll work out. I'm looking kind of crazy. I'm looking quite crazy. If Christian was to see me right now, he would be taking the absolute piss out of me. Rocking that Oompa Loompa look. I mean, it is definitely full coverage. I mean, I've got full coverage there. You know, I can't really see any of my sort of spots or anything. That might also just be due to how dark I am right now. It is definitely glowing. Which, I mean, come on. If it wasn't going to glow for Conceal and Glow foundation, that would be very disappointing. Very glowy. And I will... Oh, good God, look how light... Oh, God, look how light my ear is. Okay, we gotta clean that. We gotta fix that. Oh, no. I probably will get that in my actual colour at some point. We will conceal. I'm just gonna pop this on the inner corner here, and also right up here. Take my beauty blender and blend this in as much as I can, and hope to God that it works out. Has sort of lighten my face up a little bit. I'm not quite looking so Oompa Loompa anymore. So next I'm going to take some Revolution baking powder in the shade Translucent. Just empty a little bit of this out onto a palette. I mean, that's actually quite a lot. Whoops. And on the flat side of my beauty blender, I'm just gonna take some of this and just lightly press it onto my face, onto where I have put all of that concealer. This is looking kind of crazy. and I feel like this may it may make me look a little bit too light, so I'm probably not going to leave this on for too long. I'm going to wipe this away. So it's not too bad. It has sort of brightened my face up a little bit. I probably will use that setting powder again, as it is very nice, very light and easy to actually apply. Whereas I've had some of them where like you put it on and there's just nothing. Not really much to complain about. Next, I'm going to take this Revolution Pro Powder Contour palette. It has 8 shades in it. If I can just get it open. I don't want to go too dark initially, just in case it doesn't really work out. So I'm going to go in with this sort of shade here. It kind of reminds me of my Hoola bronzer, which Hoola, if you don't know about Hoola, get to know. It is amazing. My absolute favorite bronzer, my go-to, until I find something better, which I doubt I ever will. So this shade kind of reminds me of my Hoola. So let's try that first. Okay. But I don't think that has done really anything for me. Okay, let's go for this. Let's go this shade here. It's a bit darker, it's a bit more of a chocolatey color, but oh god, but it might work out a bit better. So okay, so that's done something. Definitely brought a little bit more life back into my face. And then just ever so lightly around my chin area, being very light and very careful around this area today. As I say, I do have a toothache, which has been keeping me up all night. Well, most of the night. It woke me up at about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning the other day. And I barely got any sleep because of it. So that was fun. That is actually quite nice. I have the palette in a light medium, if anyone's wondering. It's actually done quite well. I'm just gonna try and contour my nose. That's looking a lot better. I quite like that bronzer actually, because I know sometimes with some bronzers they can leave almost like a very dark sort of, what would you call it, like sheen, no, what would that, like shadow, sort of in this area here. Some of them look just muddy and very sort of as if it's caked, and this luckily isn't doing that. I like a lot, and I'll probably use. Now, for a part that I have been loving doing in my makeup routine recently, and that is blush. I cannot do my makeup without having blush. And the palette that I picked up was this Makeup Revolution blush palette, and it doesn't actually, oh it does, it's on the back. It's the Hot Spice blush palette, and it has 8 beautiful blush colours. I think I'm going to go for the third one along. It's a very pink colour. Like, it looks like it might be in your face kind of pink. It might not work, but I'm just going to do it ever so lightly just on the apples of my cheek. Oh god, it's beautiful. It's already showing up a little bit. I don't know if you could see it, but it is gorgeous. I'll just take it up along my cheekbone a little bit because I like to have my sort of blush coming a little bit higher on my cheek. And just blend that out. Hello. You okay? Yeah. That was just Christian. Blend that out a little bit, as I was saying, and I'll do the same. Take a little bit, just a tiny bit on my nose. Oh, I cannot get enough of blush. Oh, I love it. Beautiful. And just soften that out just a tiny bit. I like to put a little bit more blush on than I sort of think I need, because blush is usually the first thing to come off your face through the day. I feel like blush just gradually disappears sometimes. Now, on to my next favourite part, highlighter. I picked up this highlighter. It is the highlighter Reloaded in Just My Type. There we go. Oh, looks beautiful. Let's actually do a... Oh wow. I can already tell I'm probably gonna love this. I'm just gonna take some on a small, very small fluffy brush. Just lightly take that on the top of my cheekbone. That's beautiful. Oh, that is gorgeous. And a tiny bit just on my brow bone, the tip of my nose, and my bridge. Oh, just look at that. Revolution. Oh, you have done it. It almost looks like a wet highlighter, and I absolutely love it. Just gonna pop a little bit on my Cupid's bow as well. Basically, I'm just going to pop it everywhere. Doesn't like highlight on every single place they can get it. I'm sorry, but Can you see that? I hope this is showing up as good on camera as it is in person, because that is beautiful. And I like how it's not showing up when you look dead on. It's not really showing up too much. Because usually, like, sometimes they'll leave a sheen, like you can see it sitting on top of the sort of foundation, but this is just like, no, nothing, and then boom. Beautiful. We move. Didn't really have the best shade range, to be honest, and I was quite disappointed, and I wanted to pick up some of the lip duos, but they didn't actually have any in my Superdrug, so I was quite disappointed by that. So I just picked up a lip liner and also this lipstick, which I hope they will go. I tried to match sort of as best as I could to a lip liner and lipstick that would actually go together. So let's open these bad boys up and see what they are like. The lipstick was in the shade Chauffeur, and it's this nice sort of brown shade, maybe almost like a bit of a purpley tint to it, but we'll see. We'll give them a try. We'll see how they go. We're going to try this on its own, and hopefully it works. Don't know if it quite goes with this eyeshadow, but I really do like this shade. It is very nice and very easy to apply, but will end up using it again. I just love the highlighter. I absolutely love the highlighter. Something I actually will go do is bring that eyeliner a little bit down here. Not the eyeliner, what am I on about? The eyeshadow. Oh, I love that. Okay, so this is the finished look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, be sure to please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any more content from me. As I say, I will be uploading every single Sunday, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.